From the streets to the stadiums.
Ramo Stars away from home against Shooting Stars. Battle of the Stars.
From local leagues to global glory. It's time for Kickoff Sports Show. Breaking sport news, match analysis, hot takes, and real sports conversation. Join Young Striker 9, 8 a.m. weekdays as it brings the passion, the fact, the fire, every whistle, every goal, every moment.
Haaland shot, 2-1 City. Erling Haaland rifles it into the roof. For the
Kickoff Sports Show, exclusive to Solutions 93.9 FM.
Ampadu out to the right-hand side. This is going to be picked up by Bogle. Bogle's going to get the cross in. Falls in the penalty area. Leeds are in front. Lenny Yoro went up for the header. It was flicked on inside the penalty area and stroked home by Noah Okafor. He was in the right place at the right time. First time, back of the net. Manchester United 0, Leeds United 1. Goodmanson re-delivers, headed away by Luke Shaw. Manchester United having to do some serious defending here as Lisandro Martinez heads one up in the air. Casemiro can't get there. Fired goalwards! It's 2-0 and Noah Okafor at the double has struck home from the edge of the penalty area. It's 2-0 Leeds. Ahmad's going to send it in, headed away at the near post. Comes out only as far as Bruno Fernandes, who picks up possession. He's going to deliver right-footed towards the back post. Casemiro! The Brazilian is magic.
What a night for Manchester United. A man sent off in that game yesterday, and Manchester United went on to lose at Old Trafford against Leeds United. Leeds is trying to avoid a drop. Manchester United wants to play the UEFA Champions League, but stories changed yesterday. But, well, Manchester United still has a shot to play in European top football competitions. You're welcome to Kickoff Sports Show. My name is Oladapo Kunubi, and we have the sports wizard here this morning, all the way from Old Trafford. Back of Bakola. Top of the morning to you, Ganzi. How you doing? Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Young Striker 9. Good morning to our listener out there. It's good to be back on the radio this Tuesday morning, a day after Manchester United lost their game against Leeds United. Even though it's been a long time, United kicked the football. But of course, yesterday we saw them. We saw the old lack of top flight football for a while playing out. You saw Leeds United all over Manchester United players in the first couple of minutes, and at the end of the day, they scored 2 quick goals. Noah Okafor got a brace, and late in that game, Casemiro got, I would say, a consolation goal because the goal meant nothing. It just reduced the deficit for Manchester United. So at the end of the day, I think when you play week in, week out, it tells in some of the matches you play. And for United, it's been a long time. I think it was yesterday I was having a discussion with one of my friends where he told me the last time United played a football game before yesterday, Arsenal were gunning for the quadruple. But when they were supposed to play yesterday, Arsenal are still gunning for maybe the double. Maybe it's still the double at this point in time, you want to say. But of course, it is what it is. We hope Manchester United under Michael Carrick will bounce back in their next game. I think it should be against Chelsea. Yeah, Chelsea. Against Chelsea. Yeah, so wait to see how that pans out.
Okay, so you heard that from Ganzi. So the MPFL game that was meant to go down yesterday, Nasarawa United Academy Warriors is going down today.
Yeah, it was postponed.
Yeah, so we have UEFA Champions League matches also going down tonight. So this and more will be coming your way in the course of the show. But let's just quickly look at updates coming from the tennis, NBA. Yeah, remember we are getting different updates concerning players who are injured. I think this will be a good news for LA Lakers fans about Luka Doncic.
Yeah, definitely. Update coming from the Lakers this morning says their star Luka Doncic might not be on the court for the start of the NBA playoffs this weekend, but he's going to be with his team. Remember, for Doncic is returning to Los Angeles. That was on Friday. And you remember he spent the last week in Spain where he received multiple injections for the grade 2 left hamstring strain that according to some sources. And for the number 4 seeded Lakers, the host number 5 seeded Houston Rockets in game 1 of their first round playoff series, that will be on Saturday. But for Luka Doncic, it's going to be with the team, but he might not start that playoff game.
At least that will be a motivation for him.
Definitely.
And for LA Lakers, they won their games back to back going into the playoffs. So it shows that the motivation is there. But I just hope that these players will not, be carried away with what they had in that in their game. But now let's move on from that side and talk about the Barcelona Open. Let's talk tennis this morning, where we look at games that will be going down.
Yeah, it's all about the Barcelona Open ATP 500 event. 10 a.m. this morning, we're going to see 2 matches go down. Alex de Minaur against Sebastian Ofner. Same time, Pedro Martinez against Lorenzo Sonego. And to come 11:30 a.m., Camilo Ugo Carabello will be on court against Karen Khachanov. Martin Landeluz against Lorenzo Musetti, same time. And by 1 p.m., it's going to be the turn for Thomas Machak against Sebastian Baez. 3 p.m. today, Brandon Nakashima will take to the court against Juan Manuel Cerundolo. Carlos Alcaraz also in action today against Otto Vetinen by 3 p.m. And by 4:30 p.m., 2 matches will go down. Otto Felix against Terence Ataman and Marino Navona against Andrei Rublev. Also by 4:30 p.m. Those are the matches to look out for in the Barcelona Open later today.
All right, now we'll talk about the ladies as well. The ladies are also in action as we look at what they are also going through in their tennis tournament across Europe. But looking at what also happened yesterday, a big shot got knocked out. Not even knocked out, he got injured yesterday in tennis. And it was just like, okay, if big names are getting knocked out, I mean, Jack Draper, it shows that we should expect more, tough names to be knocked out of that one. But now let's talk about Danny Medvedev. Last week I said it that, okay, after he smashed his racket at the Monte Carlos Masters, I said he will be facing huge fine.
Yeah, not a good one for Daniil Medvedev this morning. He's former world number 1, but of course, has now gotten fined 6,000 euros, $7,000 equivalent for unsportsmanlike conduct after he smashed his racket 7 times during the 6-love loss to Matteo Berrettini at the Monte Carlo Masters last week. I mean, you cannot blame. How can you lose 6-love to Matteo Berrettini and not want to smash your racket? But now he's been fined 6,000 euros, $7,000. And for Medvedev, he's currently ranked 10th in the world. He received a code violation for unsportsmanlike conduct by the chair umpire for his actions early in the second set. That was on Wednesday last week. And the fine is small in comparison to the $76,000 and $42,500 that Medvedev was penalized with for outburst at the Australian Open and US Open last year. So he has an antecedent. And this is not the first time he's going to be fined. But of course, this time around, it's way low compared to what happened last year. 6,000 euros now. But last year was $76,000 and $42,500 for Daniel Medvedev.
You also look at the tournaments, if it is Grand Slam, and so the one away from so you also think about it. But sometimes, you just look at, you look at yourself, you look at, no, this is not me. How will I be losing in this kind of fashion? 6-love. You understand? So maybe you've trained better, but when you play against an opponent, you feel like you could have defeated. So it happens. It's just like when you go for L&D. Literary and debates, and you look at people you are I'm more now. You understand? You understand? So it happens. Those are the things that you see from players as well when they get sopped off, and they just kick the bottle, throw away their boots, their jackets, and the likes. But there are laws, so you have to play according to the rules.
Yeah.
Even if you lose out at the end of the day.
If you're a tennis star, you should also know that it is sport and there are 3 outcomes, or maybe in tennis there are 2 outcomes. You win or you lose. So if you lose, just be cool. Who says you cannot win the next game?
But it's knockouts.
Even the match Berrettini that eventually won did not win the competition. So why doing all of this? But for Daniil Medvedev, I think he's going to learn from this, or maybe he's going to learn when next it happens, because he was supposed to learn from what happened last year. It could could not do that. Now he's been fined again €6,000. So hopefully we get to see him become a very good sportsman, and at the end of the day, maybe he's going to compete for the Grand Slams later this year.
All right, well, let's just hope that happens. But now, moving away from tennis this morning, let's go talk football on this other side, where we look at the Nigeria Premier Football League. We look at what also went down in other leagues over the weekend, where, remember, last night Fiorentina defeated Lazio 1-0. This and more will come your way on this other side.
News, sports, entertainment, top 100 music on your Remedy Radio dial. Solutions 93.9.
Do not touch that dial. Match day 34 games decided in Nigeria Premier Football League recorded 1 away win, 2 barren draws, and 6 home wins. In the breakdown of the results, Wiki Tourist of Bauchi recorded a 1-0 away win against Bayelsa United, while Enugu Rangers and Niger Tornadoes played out goalless. Same as the result between 3SC of Ibadan and Kwara United at the Lekon Salami Stadium at Damasinga, Ibadan. In other results, Barao FC defeated Remo Stars 2-1, Eyimba defeated Katsina United 3-0, Ikorodu City whitewashed Kano Pillars 3-0, Askun Khalifa bashed Warri Wolves, same 3-0. Rivers United returned to the summit of the MPFL log following a 1-0 win over former champions. Plateau United and Bendel Insurance edged Abia Warriors 1-0. Real Madrid were held to a 1-1 draw at home by Girona on Friday night in one of the match day 31 games decided over the weekend. On Saturday, Barcelona secured a dominant 4-1 victory over Espanyol in the Catalan derby.
The goal is scored, and Dimitrovic is asking the question because he felt he was fouled. Beautiful ball to Ferran Torres. That is gorgeous. And the loose ball is tucked home sensationally by Paul Lozano. What a magnificent strike that is. Out of nothing, Espanyol back in. Casado with the pass, and he's found Lamine, who is through on goal to win the Catalan derby for Barcelona. Threading it through to Frenkie de Jong. And Rashford, beautiful. Frenkie de Jong took his time, picked out Marcus Rashford, who finds the
While Sevilla defeated Atletico Madrid 2-1, Elche edged Valencia 1-0, and Real Sociedad played a thrilling 3-3 draw with Alaves. On Sunday, Mallorca trashed Rayo Vallecano 3-0, while Villarreal secured a 2-1 away win against Athletic Club. Osasuna and Real Betis settled for a 1-1 draw, and Real Oviedo recorded an impressive 3-0 away victory over Celta Vigo.
Bundesliga Week 29 recorded 27 goals from 9 games across 9 centers in Germany. In some of the results, Bayern Munich recorded the highest number of goals following a 5-0 win over St. Pauli.
Lima's cross, is this the moment? Yes it is! Jamal Musiala, goal 101. Kimmich takes it, and it's Goretzka who makes history. And they're not done yet. Olise! 103 comes in quick succession. Jackson's in, and that's number 4. Oh, they've lost the ball again here, and they're wide open. That's number 5.
Stuttgart beat Hamburger SV 4-0. Freiburg recorded a 0-1 away win over Mainz as 10-man Werder Bremen lost 3-1 against FC Köln. Second place Borussia Dortmund lost 0-1 at home against visiting Bayern Leverkusen. Heidenheim defeated Union Berlin 3-1. RB Leipzig defeated Borussia. Mönchengladbach 1-0. Wolfsburg fell 1-2 against Eintracht Frankfurt as Augsburg and Hoffenheim played out a 2-2 draw. The English Premier League match day 32 saw a rise in hope for Manchester City after defeating Chelsea 0-3 at the Stamford Bridge following Arsenal's 1-2 loss at the Emirates Stadium.
Cherki. O'Reilly! He's weighing in with very, very important goals, and he's done so again. Cherki. And he's just a delight. Okay! 2-0! Another assist for Ryan Cherki, and Mark Gay scores his first Premier League goal for the Blues. Caicedo. Oh, he's lost it. Doku. 3-0. 3 goals in 17 minutes. And City surely have got the win they craved. And what a big weekend this has been.
West Ham United trashed the Wolves 4-0. Brighton defeated Burnley 0-2 on the road, while Everton and Brentford played out a 2-2 draw at the G-Tech Community Stadium, as Liverpool returned to winning ways with a 2-0 victory over Fulham at the Anfield. Sunderland defeated Tottenham 1-0 in coach Roberto De Zerbi's first game in charge of his rescue mission. Nottingham Forest and Aston Villa played out 1-1, while Crystal Palace defeated Newcastle 2-1.
I can't seem to find the right event center for this party.
What's the problem? You sound so worried.
I've been searching for a venue that can handle both the formal ceremony and the casual after party. Nothing seems to fit both moods.
Have you heard of Aweni Arena Event Center?
Aweni Arena? What makes them so special?
They are the perfect blend of elegance and comfort. Their venue is versatile, has the perfect space, event managers, and security for every occasion. And they'll work with you to create the perfect setting for every part of your event.
Wow, this is perfect. Aweni Arena really nailed it.
Yes, they did. Visit us at 116 Obafemi Awolowo Way, Iyano Libati, Okado, Ibadan, or call 0809-360-7888 or 0706-899-4970 to book your event today. Aweni Arena Event Center is where your event finds its perfect fit.
Come on, the power is out again. How many times today?
Electricity in Nigeria has become unpredictable. Fuel prices keep rising, power supply is unstable, and generators are draining your money every single day. But why keep struggling when there is a better solution?
The Truth Solar System is here. Enjoy steady electricity, no fuel, no noise, no stress. We provide complete solar solutions from inverters and solar panels to professional installations, plus free consultation and load audit. Whether it's for a small home setup or full house power, we've got you covered. From 1.5 kVA systems worth 585,000 naira to 2 kVA hybrid worth 1.4 million naira with 10 kVA and above worth 6.5 million naira. And yes, you don't have to pay all at once. Flexible installment payment is available. So why keep waiting for electricity that never comes? Make the smart switch today. Visit us at 8 Lodge Street, Okado Ibadan. Call or WhatsApp on 0902-524-4197. The Truth Solar Systems. Power you can trust every single day.
As una dey work well, na im you suppose to dey enjoy your life correct. The sure place for better enjoyment na Comfort Service Apartment. Yes o, Comfort Service Apartment na the ogbonge place for people wey no dey joke with their comfort. With the latest amenities like a 2-bed flat with a super king bed, 2-bed flat with double bed, plus include 1-bed flat wey get double bed as well. You go enjoy 24/7 power supply, fully equipped kitchen, 24-hour high-speed Wi-Fi 5 and suite bathrooms, 24-hour security. Oh yeah, now come enjoy your holiday family get together for Comfort Service Apartment with the number 3 Orire Estate, Ladipo Street, Akuru Complex, Elebu, Ibadan. Them telephone na 0913-541-5924 or 0904-618-5816. Instagram comfort.rt apartment. Comfort Service Apartment, because you know they negotiate your comfort.
Fazzini can drive. Dodor, Harrison outside him. Cousins. And it's in off the post. Just like he did at Stadio Olimpico. Robin Gosens is on target again, and it's the German who breaks the deadlock again. And that, you feel, is that. Fiorentina with a massive step towards staying in Serie A from the Artemio Franchi. Fiorentina 1, Lazio 0.
Well, welcome back from that long break. Now let's focus on the UEFA Champions League. All right. So, let's just talk about. Let's focus on the UEFA Champions League. And when we come later, we'll talk about teams that you can really point to see them relegate to the BFL. So tonight, PSG, Liverpool, Barcelona, and their nemesis Atletico Madrid. Looking at the stats you have in your hand, 2-0 for the teams that won over last week in the first leg. Yeah. Atletico Madrid won 2-0 with a man sent off for Barcelona.
Paris Saint-Germain also won 2-0.
So, do you think the table can change today?
Well, honestly, I feel like it's a dicey fixture for Barcelona because the statistics, the history, the historical records are not looking good for Barcelona. But if there's any team that can overturn that deficit, if there's any team that can go against the historical records, it has to be Barcelona. Remember what happened in 2016 during the days of MSN, Messi, Neymar, and Suarez when Paris Saint-Germain beat Barcelona 4-0 in the first leg, and they did justice to that fixture in the second leg, overturning that 4 goals deficit. So I think Barcelona can definitely do it again, but of course they would have their hands full against Atletico Madrid. I don't even know what happened over the last weekend. Diego Simeone benched virtually all of his first 11. Yes, I think about 1 or 2 players in his first 11 just started that game against Sevilla. That was why they lost. And for Barcelona, they feuded, their starters, and they won that game over the last weekend. So I think it's going to be difficult because Diego Simeone is just like Ese Mourinho. He loves playing around football. Whenever teams like Atletico Madrid beat you in the first leg by 2 goals, it's going to be difficult for him in the reverse fixture. So I'm thinking Barcelona would only try. They might win tonight, but I don't think they have all it takes to qualify. It would have been even better if they were playing at the Camp Nou, but they lost the first leg at the Camp Nou. Now it's going to go down at the Wanda Metropolitano. So it's going to be difficult for Barcelona. So I'm going to say 1 goal apiece, or maybe Barcelona should win by 1-0.
Okay, so Barcelona may win,
but
and will not qualify to the semi-final.
Yeah, exactly.
Now let's talk about Liverpool this morning. But first, let's listen to Dominic Szoboszlai, a man who's believing in the power of Anfield, the miracle of Anfield. Come tonight and see them overturn the 2-0 deficit.
Personally, I believe completely because I know what we are able to do. I know what kind of players we have. I know what kind of mentality we have, and we showed it many times. Maybe not every time, but many times. And that's what we need tomorrow, from the start of the game. Anfield gonna make
So, based on the mentality of the boys, they won their game 2-0 in the English Premier League. Going into this one, Mo Salah scored, but can PSG slip off at the Anfield?
Nah, it's not something we're going to like listen because Paris Saint-Germain are the defending champions of the competition. Aside that, I remember sometimes last season they also played this fixture. Liverpool won at the Parc des Princes at that time, but Paris Saint-Germain beat Liverpool at Anfield, I think by a lone goal. So I think it's going to be difficult for Liverpool tonight. And there is something the French football authorities did for Paris Saint-Germain that a lot of people don't even know about. They gave them the weekend off. They didn't play their game over the last weekend in the French League 1, and they are trying to get a third semi-final ticket in the Champions League, and that is unprecedented. No French club has ever gotten to the semi-final of the Champions League back to back 3 times in a row. So I think Paris Saint-Germain would likely be the first if they can get the right result in tonight's encounter. So I think Paris Saint-Germain will beat Liverpool at Anfield tonight.
I mean, looking at the form of PSG and Liverpool, 5 matches, all won by PSG. 5 matches for Liverpool.
2 victories, 3 defeats.
So, let me get your predictions here.
I would say
Scoreline.
2-1 in favor of Paris Saint-Germain.
Okay, so Paris Saint-Germain to move to the semi-final, Atletico Madrid to move to the semi-final.
Right.
All right, now. Well, guys, you got that, but you can also send your predictions live on our Facebook fan page this morning, Solutions 939 FM. Solutions 939 FM. And let's check some messages on our Facebook fan page this morning.
Yeah, I think this is a Manchester United fan. Ilori Olalekan Victor says, good morning, Manchester United, and says, we are bouncing back against Chelsea, even though we need a better coach than Carrick for next season. Hey, Manchester United fan. Now when they praise Michael Carrick, and I don't change my mind.
They're human beings now. Now, so human beings,
I
they
think
do
that was
now.
his first defeat. Yesterday was his first time losing a game, and now you're like saying you need a better coach. Who is the better coach?
Yeah, what do you expect? Now, let's go.
Carry former Tottenham coach. You got to.
And by the way, Manchester, for Jose Mourinho, is likely going to leave his Portuguese side. He may not extend the contract. Now, let's go back to the NPFL. Looking at the number of points teams in the relegation zone have got, 4 teams with 40 points. And Kun Khalifa looks like a team that may avoid the relegation despite being in the 20th position.
Yeah, they're enjoying the resurgence right now.
Winning their games back to back.
Yeah.
Ramos Stars out of 2 matches, won a game, lost 1. Wiki Tourist out of 2 matches, won 1, drew 1. Bayelsa United lost back to back.
Now why they in this 17?
Kwara United drew 1, lost 1. So most of these teams, nobody is safe, right?
Yeah, I mean, we were having that discussion before we put on the microphone, and I was telling you that even the team in the 11th position, Niger Tornadoes, have got 43 points, and technically, mathematically, they can still relegate. All that needs to happen is for them to lose a game and draw 1. They're going to meet themselves for number 18. So I think the relegation battle this time in the NPFL is keenly contested. No team is sure or certain yet of playing in the NNL, even though we already have some teams sure of promotion to the NPFL, but no team is certain yet that would go down to the NNL. But right now, I was telling you that I believe Ramos Stars will still escape relegation because they've got 40 points. If they can win their next game, which is going to be played at home against Niger Tornadoes, which I said earlier, they would meet themselves maybe in the 16th position or even the 14th position if they can win convincingly. So I think the next couple of days in the NPFL is going to be interesting. 4 matches to go. Any team can still be relegated. So let's wait and see what happens at the end of the day.
Now for Nasarawa United's game today against the El Kanemi Warriors. What are you expecting?
Well, El Kanemi Warriors is playing in Borno at home against Nasarawa United. You could say it's a not derby, but of course I think it's going to be another big one for Nasarawa United. Their last 2 matches, they lost back-to-back, so they will look at ways of not losing tonight, but it's away from home. So I think El Kanemi Warriors might just be too odd for them to handle because they're also battling relegation. So El Kanemi to win by a lone goal.
All right, guys, you got that. Well, a confident point to say goodbye on the show, but before saying goodbye on the show, let's say good morning to Comrade Adedamola Lafenwa this morning because he has a lot of headlines he will be looking at this morning. The update from Peter Obi having his own statements, and ADC suspending Atiku in his home state. I mean, a lot is going down. Talking politics ahead of 2027. Comrade, how are you doing? Good morning to you. How are you doing this morning? Comrade Ayode Jadishokwe, how are you? I mean, you look smart this morning. You look like a footballer. Sorry, a coach.
A coach.
Coach Ayode Jadishokwe. How are you doing?
I'm good, by God. Are you?
Well, we're awesome. I mean, it rained yesterday, but it's like a rain of drama in ADC. You look at the suspension of Atiku and some other members in his state. Are we not going to see more of those people being suspended in their different states?
It's the same playbook. This is just the updated version.
Wow. Gio, is it Dio Fagunwa?
Yeah,
now
they
reprint.
just update accordingly. It started from the days of Obasanjo. So it was used against Oshiomhole when he was national chairman. So that is how the whole thing will cascade. And when you look at what's this man, El Rufai, he was in court. they had to be briefing him that the convention of the party was going on. The man was saying, so the convention was going on. The convention will go on. It's only him and the likes of Malami that will not be there. So when their principal men are engaged in battle for
distractions,
alive, you survive first before you do other things.
Okay, so let's go to Ogun State. Yayi is now the candidate.
The what?
Yayi is the governorship candidate for 2027.
Anointed.
Yes, I was in Ogun State over the weekend and I saw billboards about him. And I saw the little of Iyabo Obasanjo. I want to ask the question, when are we going to have a female governor contest and win, or a party field a female candidate?
Maybe Ogun will be the one to produce the first female governor. Maybe.
Iyabo Obasanjo had to congratulate Yayi. I mean, she cannot even contest in another party.
Even that, there are people who are not, the likes of Iyabo Obasanjo will not lose the contest for
Yayi.
You know, and say because of that the injustice has been done and she was moving. No. So that's the way it goes. And I was thinking to myself, what will be our profit now? Maybe the senatorial ticket again.
Maybe. All right. So everything is according to the playbook. Well, we've got a lot of books to playbook. But they will not be checking books today. They will be checking the newspapers this morning with Comrade Ayode Jadishokwe joining Comrade Adedamola Fenwa this morning, looking at headlines on the pages of Nigerian newspapers. Well, we'll be back tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock for Kickoff Sports Show. My name is Oladapo Okunubi.
And my name is Omani Yalade. The show returns 8 a.m. tomorrow.